Okay, hello everybody and welcome. Jeremy Barnett coming at you live here in Tampa, Florida. It is a hot night and I want to welcome you guys to the live Google Hangout for the Mobiapp Global presentation. We're going to get started here in just about 1 minute, but go ahead and type into the chat box if you can hear me okay and you can see me okay. I would appreciate the feedback. I'm going to type it. Okay, it's 9:30. And guys, we're going to start these calls next week, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. We're going to move it back about a half an hour. And we're also going to be doing noon calls at noon. So we're going to have 2 events per day. So we're getting ready to really gear this up. And I want to welcome all the guests that came here tonight on a Thursday night. You could be doing anything, but you decided to come here and find out why we're so excited about what we're going to be sharing with you. Just a real quick background on me. My name is Jeremy Barnett. I've been working from home for the last 12 years, and I've had a lot of success in the industry, but nothing has gotten me so excited as what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight, because we're all doing it, and I'm going to explain that here in a minute. So again, I want to welcome all of you guys, and if you wonder why I'm looking at the monitor, Frank always picks on me on this. My monitor is raised up above my desk here. I have one of those 2-tier desks, so don't think I'm looking at the ceiling. That's why I'm trying to keep my eyes focused on the camera when I am talking to you. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing kicked off. Okay. And just let me know when you guys see the screen. Cool. All right. Okay. All right, guys. Like I said, my name is Jeremy Barnett, and I want to welcome you to our presentation. Now, something is occurring around the world that has never occurred before, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and shut my phone down here so you guys don't keep hearing these bings. Awesome. Thanks, Wendell. Okay, so like I said, something is occurring around the world that has never occurred before. Now, what I'm going to share with you is nothing short of a phenomena, and the definition of a phenomena is the following. It's an unusual, significant, and remarkable occurrence, okay? But what you're going to discover in the next few minutes is not only a remarkable occurrence, but a truly monumental one. Why? Because it's something that has never happened before. It's the converging of 2 massive industries that have created a third industry, which is now the world's fastest growing. So let's start with the 2 massive industries that are converging. The first one is the mobile phone industry, and the second one is the advertising industry. So let's talk about the massive mobile phone industry for a second. I want to put everything into a global context first to give you a global perspective of how mobile phones compare to everything else in our lives. First of all, we are 7 billion people on the planet, and here's what we call ours. We have 1 billion cars registered and in use, 1.1 billion fixed landline phones, 1.2 billion personal computers, including desktops, laptops, and tablets, 1.6 billion television sets, 1.7 billion credit card users, 2.1 billion internet users, 2.2 billion people with bank accounts, and most people are somewhat surprised here that there's actually still 3.9 billion radio receivers in use around the world. Okay? But mobile phones, literally, guys, dwarfs them all. There are currently 6.58 billion active subscribers, and that's equivalent to 94% of the population. That's 5 times more mobile phones than computers, 4 times more mobile phones than all the televisions worldwide, 4 times more mobile phones than people with credit cards. Now, mobile is massive. It's really massive, guys. It's past $1 trillion a year back in 2010, and now approaching $2 trillion a year, okay? So let's move on to the second industry, which is another monster, and that's the advertising industry. Now, advertising started in the old days on the radio. Then it shifted to TV for years, and all the eyes were glued to the tube. Then it exploded onto the internet and all the eyes followed, first on desktops, then laptops, and now on mobile phones. But today, the majority of us spend most of our time using mobile phones for the internet, right in the palm of our hands. We're always looking down at that little device, right? So the $1.7 trillion advertising industry is rocketing directly towards the nearly $2 trillion mobile phone industry. Why? Very simple answer, because the average person looks at their mobile phone or smartphone 150 times a day. That's where all the eyes are today. This is a very important point, so make sure that you lock that in. Now, these two colossal industries are a head-on collision right now on a course, and there's nothing going to stop this from happening. The $2 trillion mobile phone industry and the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. But the collision created a third industry that is now the world's fastest growing, and that's the mobile app industry. This is the third. Now, mobile apps are the key. It's the bridge and the gateway that connects these two giants, the mobile phone and the advertising industries. Now, mobile apps, a tiny industry by comparison, only 30 billion, but that's really incredible because it's just a baby still. Now, mobile apps only began in 2010 when Apple started the craze by introducing the iPhone apps in the App Store. But that was only the beginning of the explosion. Now, I want you guys to understand that we measure the growth of the app industry not by subscribers, but by downloads. In 2010, even Apple was shocked when 10 billion apps were downloaded in the first year, and 2 years later, in 2012, 30 billion apps were downloaded. Now, some experts were wondering if it had actually peaked, but it had not. Last year, in 2013, it reached 73 billion downloads, and this year it will reach over 119 billion apps in 2004. And in about 18 months from now, or 2016, get ready for this, almost 300 billion apps will be downloaded. That's 800 million apps per day, folks, or more than 500,000 per second. Just incredible. So it's going to grow from 10 billion downloads 4 years ago to 300 billion downloads in just the next year and a half. That is 30 times growth. It's insane. Just massive. Folks, you don't have to be a CEO to understand those numbers. So where do you fit, or do you and I fit in this grand design? Well, let's start off by asking you a couple of simple questions. Now, is it fair to say that any and all businesses would like to generate more sales from their existing customers and acquire new customers in order to generate more revenue? Well, of course they would, because that equals more sales and more profit. Now, the question becomes, how do these business owners generate more sales and get new customers? Well, they simply just need to advertise more, plain and simple. But here's the challenge. The majority of the businesses simply can't afford to advertise more. It's just not in their budget. Okay, so we've pretty much defined the desires and the challenges for majority of businesses. Okay, they want to generate more sales from their existing customers. They want to acquire new customers, and they basically cannot afford to advertise more. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next part of the storyline. Now, do you believe the majority of consumers around the world are interested in saving as much money as they possibly can? Well, the answer to this is an obvious yes. And how do we know this to be true? Well, let's take a look at the exploding coupon savings programs that have popped up over the last several years and happen to be helping lots of people save lots and lots of their hard-earned money. Companies like Living Social, 30 million users, Groupon, 50 million, Foursquare, 50 million users, Retail Me Not, 46 million users. And as you can see for yourself, people love saving money. So a quick and final recap here. All businesses want to do more sales with their existing customers. They want new customers, and they basically cannot afford to advertise more. And the bottom line is people love saving money, period. Okay. Now, remember, we know that all the eyes around the world today are looking at their mobile phones 150 times a day, right? That's the average. Okay, so get ready, because I'm going to tie this all together for you right now. We are bizbiz.mobi, and over the last 2 years, we've developed the first advertising, communication, and proximity mobile app of its kind anywhere in the world. I want to welcome you to UBiz, the mobile app that provides solutions for consumers in those small, medium, and larger businesses that are owned by our family and friends and that happen to represent 90% of the global economy. See, UBiz becomes the gateway for 90% of commerce worldwide and will grow virally with tens of millions of free members worldwide. Now, how is this possible? Because it does three great things just to start. Number one, it helps people save money just like those other apps that we talked about. Groupon, Living Social, Foursquare, Retail Me Not. But what makes UBiz really unique are the next two features. Number two, it empowers your favorite merchants to communicate with you wherever you are in the world, avoiding the spam boxes. It's 100% delivery rate from the merchant to you. So you get the savings and they get the new customers and they get to communicate with you without having to deal with, you not getting the message based on all the spam laws that are put together with email. And as a marketer, trust me, I know it's one of the biggest hurdles out there. So this makes it very, very, very powerful. Using the number three, using the highly sophisticated geo-targeting proximity technology, it creates brand new customers for the merchants by connecting them with all the free members traveling in their area. Now, let me give you an example. Here's what happens when anyone that has the UBiz app travels within a 10-kilometer or 6.2-mile radius of the merchant. They're going to get pinged on their mobile phone with discounts, special offers, promos, photos, or basically whatever the merchant is advertising at the moment. It's going to come right on their application. In this example, it allows the merchant to target a whole new group of customers in the area. No one else offers that functionality. It's incredible. Look at this, Boston's Pizza, okay, a small pizza shop. They push out a notification on the UBiz advertising platform. There's the people walking in the 6.2-mile radius. They get pinged on their UBiz app. They're enjoying pizza from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. They're happy. They got a good deal. Boston's Pizza is happy because they got a whole new slew of customers. It's incredible. So as you can see, UBiz offers many more features for the consumer and the merchants, but we just wanted to highlight the simplicity and the power of the top three for you. And looking at here, it's a free download for members. We talked about GPS and proximity technology, one of the big ones. All members have access to discounts, benefits, and events in real time. It allows them to share information, make recommendations. Think of Facebook, making recommendations, share things, invite your friends to share the collective experience live. We have permanent visibility, so the promotions for the merchant are visible to all members at all times, unless you want to turn that off. Proximity and geographical coverage. UBiz allows you to contact all the members in your local area. Talked about that. Advertise in real time, instantly, guys. Publishes advertising campaigns with the specials, discounts, and promotions. And you can also set this up on a schedule where you can send your campaigns out. You could set up 10 campaigns on a Sunday and send it out periodically through the week, hourly, daily, whatever you want to do. Very, very powerful stuff. The contact feature is awesome. Communicate with an unlimited number of existing customers wherever they're at in the world. And we talked about this, but I want to drive this point home again. Get their attention without the hurdles of the spam filters or promotional folders. Like Gmail introduced the promotional folder. Well, nobody even looks at the promotions anymore because it's all separated from their main inbox. Okay, this is a huge hurdle for marketers today and merchants trying to get their ads in front of you. Targeted marketing UBiz allows you to publish advertisements for each point of sale, pushing area-specific communications targeting to individual groups. So it's very, very honed in on whoever they want to target. Members will also receive your unique ads, resulting in attracting an entirely new local market. Guys, this is powerful, which also makes UBiz the most It makes UBiz the most cost-effective advertising platform in the world. So what does this state-of-the-art application cost the merchant who would otherwise need to have a six-figure advertising budget? Get this, it's $30, not per day, not per week, and not even per month. It's $30 per year, as in 8 cents a day, okay? Which happens to make UBiz the most cost-effective form of advertising in the history of the $1.7 trillion advertising industry. Again, for only 8 pennies a day. It's really, really crazy, right? So, folks, when you have a service that millions and millions of people worldwide will demand and use every day, then you have positioned yourself in the right place at the perfect time to take advantage of that trillion-dollar shift of wealth. Don't miss out on this next huge paradigm, the blending of these mega industries, mobile phones, advertising, and mobile apps. Now, I believe it's important for you to understand that we are in the absolute beginning stage of something very special here. which leads us to a very critical point for you. Timing and positioning is so critical. Now, timing and positioning has played a major part in many successful people's lives, including the lives of many millionaires and even billionaires. Now, hopefully you recognize this is a huge play as we are in a pre-launch phase. This is the best time to take advantage of any huge mega opportunity, the pre-launch phase, okay? It's the phase that happens before we officially go live and launch BizBiz.mobi into 123 countries around the world in December of 2014. We are literally a couple months off. Yes, that's into 123 countries. This is why it's so important. And the best part is you have the rare and unique opportunity to be one of the first members to join and secure your financial position in the BizBiz.mobi corporate structure. I strongly encourage you to get back to the person who invited you to this webinar presentation tonight. Don't wait till tomorrow. Do it tonight. Get back with them and find out how simple it is to literally lock down your position, okay? We're talking about a very, very, very fair and low entry fee to get involved with BizBiz.mobi. It's very, very, very simple. Discover the lucrative compensation available through our dual team structure, the mega matching bonuses, the super center bonus, and our global revenue sharing bonus pools. That's very exciting. We're talking about 7 generous ways to earn income, my friends, and it's simply the best available anywhere in the market today. And last, get your BizBiz.mobi business off to a fast start by going to www.mobiappglobal.com, where you'll be notified of events, what's going on. We're going to have lots of tools for you, including webinars like this. We're doing this Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. starting next week. All you got to do is bring a friend, bring a guest, let them see what you're seeing tonight. I'm sure you're sitting there shaking your head and saying, oh my gosh, how do I get started? Get back with the person that brought you to this webinar presentation and let us help you duplicate this amazing, amazing, amazing business. Now, I want to welcome you to our team of global entrepreneurs. BizBiz.mobi, we are global, we are mobile, and we are going viral. And what I'm going to do right now, guys, that was a 17-minute presentation, probably the shortest you've ever seen for a webinar, but that's how powerful the story is, and it happens so quickly. So what I'm going to do now is come back over here, and we'll say goodnight, or we'll take questions for anybody that has any questions at all. Okay, so I'm back. How you doing? How many people are excited about what the information that they just saw, and how many people tonight are a guest and this is the first time that you've ever seen this information? Go ahead and use the chat box to your advantage. My goodness, we have a lot of questions here. This is okay. Well, how many people can see my video right now, because it says I'm broadcasting live? So give me a shout out if you guys can see everything. Great. Cool. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Well, if we don't have any questions, guys, I want to encourage you again to get back to the person that brought you to the webinar. Take advantage of this timing and positioning, as it's critical. And we're going to start again on Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Thursday. We're going to be doing these for a long time, Monday through Thursday. We are in a blitz period right now up until the official launch in December. So it's go time. Get excited. This is the best thing we've ever seen. Everybody understands it. It's mobile. It's in your hand. We all get it. We're all about saving money. Merchants are all about getting new customers, and everything is going to the mobile device, and we have it. So again, thanks for coming. Jeremy Barnett here signing off, and I'll see you guys on Monday night. Get fired up. Get ready. Let's go. Take care.